Is that Brad? Brad, is that you?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, so the answer was yes on that.
Very nice.
Will
Very
you
nice.
marry
Well, he
me?
went to quite a bit. He went
I
to
went-
some extremes on
We
that.
went through some real extremes to get that. So, okay, I've
Yeah.
lost my cursor. Hold on a second. I'm so smooth, aren't I? I'm just so smooth.
1,000
Just
questions
smooth
is an
segue,
entertaining
smooth
discussion of marriage. We aren't telling you to do or feel or change anything about your life. Really, just listen and enjoy. And if you need real help, find a professional for your specific problem. We don't know you. How could we speak to your deal? Okay, have fun.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to 1,000 Marriage Questions. And that was a way a guy asked his now spouse to marry him. So I thought today we would go around the room and start. And I know, Donna, we've talked about this before. Joe, have we?
Yeah.
And you will tell us you will tell us how you were asked or asked your spouse to marry you. Joe, go.
Let's see, we lived in Chicago at the time in an apartment, and I traveled quite a bit, and I didn't get to see her, and I missed her, and yada yada yada. I'm like, we're gonna get married. We have to. She was obviously the one, and she's like the most perfect, like, organized person I've ever seen in my life. And I bought the ring, and I was ready for it. And I was going to give it to her. I made a nice dinner, and I was going to just pop the question after dinner right there. And I couldn't wait. And she came home from work, and she's like, God, what a terrible day. I'm so tired. So she got in her jammies immediately. So that was nice. So then we went and had dinner, and I tried to ease into it by saying, hey, I just wanted to let you know I love you. And with her mouth full, she said, I love you too.
Okay.
And it just went just as perfect as possibly. Then I dropped the ring, and it didn't go well. It didn't go well at all. I can't believe she married me at all.
So you got married. I mean, it went well enough that you got married.
I guess. Yeah. I don't, she had no place else to go. I think it was
Was she surprised in any way that you were asking at the time, or?
I think a little, but I think she kind of knew. But it was so not her, I mean, in her pajamas with a, mouthful of food. And that was like, no, that's not
the picture we're looking
for. That's not how I pictured this, So anyway, I probably should have planned it better and done something really crazy, but I didn't.
It doesn't have to be crazy. Just, but it was like, because when you say she knew it was coming, but not maybe that night, you guys were planning on getting married, on getting engaged, probably.
Yeah. So actually, I don't know if we'd ever really talked about it, but I know we'd been together and we were getting closer, and I was like, oh, it's almost inevitable at this point. So
did you get down on the knee on the other side of the table?
Yes, and that's when I dropped the ring in the sofa cushions. So that was
okay.
Yeah,
because you were watching TV at the time.
You got to get down on one knee.
TV. Yeah, you got to get down on one knee.
You got to get down on one knee.
Well, now you say that, but then we're going to go to Donna. Donna.
Yeah. So I think romantic is not really the guy I'm with. So I think it was so we had been together a couple of years. We were already living together. I was actually 7 months pregnant.
Yes.
And I was going to the bathroom, literally on the toilet at the time, and he was on the bed, and he yells across the room. It was one of those bedroom bathroom combos, and he yells across the room, hey, you want to get married today? And I was like, sure. And there we go.
That's romantic as hell.
We went downtown, me with my big belly and him, and we found some homeless guy to be our witness, and we got married. On the
Fabulous.
Same asked me.
I love that story, because that was you talk about planning. It's like, I'm sure he was like, well, let me wait for her to go to the bathroom. Right. That'd be the perfect time to ask. Yeah.
This is what you get when you marry ADHD. Impulsive and not planning ahead very well. But luckily, I work okay with that.
Yeah.
And that homeless guy was Danny Gans.
Yes, he was. He
became famous famous, and then he passed away. Danny Gans.
That's his first impression.
young.
His first actual impression was a guy who cared about your wedding. So
Right.
that
It was
was
his first gig, as you guys say.
That was his first gig. You know, my other choice was going to be Clint Holmes.
As my
he's
witness.
as your witness. Yeah.
You know Clint
Okay.
Holmes?
Yeah.
He's a big Vegas actor. So anyway, okay. So that's very lovely and sad at the same time. So, and did you sometime you got a ring at some point?
Yeah, we went to the mall after and had some McDonald's and stopped in the jewelry store and got a little band.
Are you still wearing that same band? I thought you had later in history gotten a different ring.
No, the band was $50 and I am still wearing that band.
Mm-hmm.
And then my 25th anniversary, we redid the mall thing as a celebration, and we went to McDonald's and I got another band that has diamonds in it this time.
Well, there you go.
Fabulous.
So it wasn't new. You did, because I knew something about getting a different ring, but mine was $49.95, but it is 14 karat gold, so it might be worth $60 now. So it was
back in the day.
Nice.
That's a deal. Like
nowadays,
that's a deal.
I love how it's like 2 months' salary for your wife's ring, but whatever we can fit on your finger, fella, that's what you're going to wind up with. Okay, if it looks good, fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you don't need anything.
As long as he wears it. Well,
right
now, and I spent months trying to figure out what kind of ring to buy, what diamond.
Well, you're so high maintenance, Brad.
I am very high maintenance, but I got a ring she liked. Now, when we got married, we'd been dating 2-3 years, something like that, 2.5 years. And I decided December 27th, and she lived in an apartment in Evansville. And I set up a scavenger hunt all over the apartment. The first note said, this is I am very cold, or I am, where you find me is under the, and then that led to the first place. And then that note led to the next note, to the next note, and the next note. And then the last note before the ring was in the refrigerator. And I think, Donna, we've talked about this. I don't know, Joe, if you were here, but the last note said, you get this gift and you still get to keep your teeth. And I thought it was the most obvious clue in the world. Because, so Joe, no, Donna, do you remember? You don't even remember. Donna, we've done this and you don't remember. Joe, you get to keep your teeth. We're in the house.
Is it a comb?
No, your teeth. You get to keep your teeth. Should I said tooth? I don't know. Anybody out there know what the hell I'm talking about?
What are you talking about? Like a toothbrush, floss, what?
Well, no, where if you get money for your teeth, where do you get it?
Oh, under your pillow.
Under your pillow. She's getting the gift. She's getting the gift.
That's the worst clue ever, because you lose your teeth to get the gift. I mean, that's how you get the gift. It's under
That's
your
why I said you get the gift and you get to keep your teeth.
Okay, that's too much. That's just I'm already gonna this is gonna bother me the rest of the
Did
day.
she figure it out?
Yeah, she would know, and
nobody would figure it out.
And that was a different woman. So that was the other one. No, I'm just kidding. No. She did not figure it out. But what was funny was, and she was very proud, and then I knelt next to the bed and
explain the clue.
Yeah. Kept explaining again, and then she called her mom,
again.
I don't get it. Why should I marry this? But no, the biggest thing that happened though is when I went to set up. I went to the apartment before she came home. She's a teacher, so she's at school, whatever. And I went to set all this up, and I'd taken a shower, and I shaved to take a shower, and I cut my chin so bad that it bled the entire time this was all going on.
Great.
I was holding a cloth. I was sitting next to her with a bloody cloth, holding the ring up, going, "Will you marry me?" Even though I must be on a lot of blood thinners. I don't know what it is. Me and the tramadol are doing that. So I don't know that, but
nothing ever goes exactly as planned. I think Donna, strangely, yours was probably the best of the bunch. I don't know how that happened.
Because there was no plan.
Yeah, well, that always
works. You guys tried to plan.
Yeah.
Yes, I had a big plan. I had a big plan, and I thought that last clue was brilliant. And
yeah, it wasn't. What's funny is Donna talked about during your 25th anniversary what you did. On our 10th anniversary, we went to Vegas. We went to
Woo!
Vegas on our 10th anniversary, and we had Elvis renew our vows.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we went to one of the Elvis chapels, and he did the
They're
whole
all
whole
Elvis
spiel.
chapels.
Classic.
Well,
There's
at
a
30,
lot
we're
of
going to go to the
Elvis.
mall. That's, I think,
Yeah.
that's my 30th anniversary. We're heading to the mall.
Good.
But
That's a good point. Yeah,
Or
that's a
maybe
good.
we'll go to a mall in like Rome or something.
Ah,
We'll eat at a food court at a mall. But we'll do it in
That was my
Helsinki.
wedding reception.
Yes, that was your McDonald's reception. Was that?
Yes.
Have
My
you ever had
reception was
some
at the
sort
mall.
of? Have you ever had some sort of party or anything, Donna, for your nuptial?
did you celebrate in any way?
Well, it's my wedding anniversary is New Year's Eve. We have a party every year.
Oh, it's New Year's Eve. You did it on New Year's Eve.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, we have a party. That's like I'd
Nice.
say my birthday is Halloween, so everybody in town gave me a gift growing up.
There you go.
I would just go to people's houses and they would give me a birthday gift.
Yep, you get it right there.
And then I would get my own gift when I went to the dentist.
Built in.
Okay.
Yes.
So, okay, first question.
And you didn't get to keep your teeth.
And I didn't get to keep my teeth.
No.
Actually, I've only got one. You see any?
No, we're good. Beautiful smile, Brad. Beautiful.
I know. I have the best teeth. Donna has the best teeth. Actually,
You, Donna has the best teeth.
Yeah, Donna has good teeth.
I have really bad teeth. They're about ready.
Yeah,
to fall
Joe,
out.
you need to
Yeah.
work on it.
He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what. Did you not do a lot growing up? with teeth?
I drink a lot of coffee. That's my problem.
And
I don't
Donna,
brush or floss, but you know that, and don't. see
that,
that.
yeah. Donna,
Like
do you
that,
drink
yeah.
coffee?
Sometimes in the morning,
Yeah.
I don't drink
but
coffee.
I have horse teeth. So my whole life I was always like, God, my teeth are so big. My teeth are so big.
Yeah, beautiful
And then
teeth.
I go to the dentist now that I'm old, and I guess not everybody my age has their teeth.
Yeah.
So the dentist is always like, "Guy, you got such good teeth." I'm like, now I'm getting compliments on my teeth.
Best
Like,
time. Me too.
Too late.
Yeah, it's
My
not too
dentist
late.
says, my dentist says I have the top 3 sets of teeth in his practice.
Nice.
Nice.
Donna, did I tell you, when I was out in Vegas, I decided to go get my teeth cleaned, and they had a Groupon at this big crap practice. So it was like $54, and you get x-rays and a cleaning. So I go, and I'm sitting in the chair. They do the cleaning, and they do the x-rays, and the lady comes up and goes, "Oh, wow, we've found some in the back. You've got some deterioration in your back molars." And I've always spent my life, my dentist saying, "Your teeth are perfect. There's nothing going on." Yeah, so for only $235, we'll drill. And I called my dentist. I said, "Can you?" And he goes, "Get out of there now. Get out of there
really?
now."
Yeah.
These crooks would drill into healthy teeth for a couple $100 in a Groupon. That's how bad they were.
Yeah. Listen, usually I'm not a big, I love Groupons, but not so
from
much for your
medical
teeth
care.
or your health. Yeah.
Well, it was just a cleaning. It was a cleaning.
Right.
And it was
Yeah.
a big practice. These guys were scamming a lot of people because this
Sure
was
they
a
were.
big
Sure they were.
practice.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm sorry. So here we go. When should old people stop having sex? And I've got
Why
a very
do people keep asking that?
well. This is important, and there's a very specific answer.
Never.
Never.
Right.
Well, when you don't want to have sex anymore is the real answer. If you don't
No.
want to do it anymore, don't do it anymore.
No, you guys don't understand.
Oh boy. Here we go.
No.
You stop having sex when you're done, because once she's done and I'm done, when you're old,
You're done.
you're ready to be done.
You're done.
You don't continue on. You get cleaned up and you go to sleep. That's what you do, or you have a sandwich. So, you guys think this means something else?
I don't think. I think
sex?
that's yeah. I guess. Yeah.
I don't think they mean when.
I don't
is the
think they mean that,
episode
Brad.
over.
But that's
Oh.
good effort there.
After
Yeah.
you've both had your, they don't mean you keep going. You just keep trying to keep. Oh, okay. What do you think?
You should
they
have
mean?
sex until you die. All right. That's like a cicada. That's what it is. You're alive. You should constantly have sex. And then when you die, that's when you know you shouldn't be having any more sex.
I think that would be a heck of a workout.
yeah. Well, you're going to die early, probably, but at least you'll have fun. That's my
Does it
point.
count as cardio? Maybe you should do
Sure.
it
I
as
think if
cardio.
you do it right, I mean, seriously.
I read
You
an
know,
article that says that it's not as much exercise as you think. It doesn't burn the calories you think.
it depends on how you do it. Okay.
Yeah, I think
If you do
that
it
is
on a
subjective.
treadmill,
On a treadmill, that definitely cardio. You get some good cardio going there.
if there's a lot of chasing involved ahead of time,
exactly.
if she ain't into it and she's got her tennis shoes on,
Yeah. In my case, I don't think, I mean, we call it the 5-minute workout, and that's
and the 4 minutes of that is the workout.
Is the
and then
workout.
1 minute is
Yeah.
the sex. Yes, it's
5-minute workout, 4 minutes of prep. So
that's right. Just to get the girdle on is hard. I just got to get I got to get it cinched up right.
He's got to get his Spanx on.
Yeah, I got to get the Spanx or the Spanx off. Actually,
Yeah,
I
gotta
get the
that's a
Spanx
challenge.
off, and then you got to wait another minute for everything to settle.
right.
Stop moving.
Yeah.
Stop shaking.
Just another minute, honey. Just another minute.
Yeah, just a minute. It's almost ready. Stay still. Don't breathe.
Don't touch me.
There's no, you don't ever, the question is there's no there's no like expiration date on your, genitalia, is there?
That's like saying, when do you stop enjoying a good meal?
Exactly. Yeah. When do you stop eating?
It will change like what kind of meal you can eat, and like the fact if you can use your teeth to chew or not. Like, yeah, it will change. But do you ever have to stop enjoying food? No. Do you ever have to stop enjoying sex? No, you don't. You don't ever have to stop enjoying it. But will it have to change as you get older? Yes, it has to change.
Sure.
Well, and what you eat has to change sometimes
Yes,
too.
what you eat has to change too. And
Yeah.
you know what? You can't like splurge as much as you get older. You have to pace yourself a little.
Indeed.
Now we are going down. I'm doing a comedy club in the Villages in Florida. Have you heard of the Villages? It's an area. It's in a retirement area.
Yeah.
Just a million houses.
Big time.
Really nice. Lots of golf carts.
Yeah.
But they big documentary about that place. The STDs are running wild.
Yeah, it's
in
crazy.
The Villages. People are
Yeah.
swinging the old people. They're doing it all over the place.
What do you
And
got
it is-
to lose? Like
Right.
by
Well,
that time, and
I
they're
would-
probably like single.
Well, I would
There's
hopefully
a lot
not.
of single people.
I would hopefully not want to get a STD though.
Yeah,
know.
well, they should.
Well,
know
I
better
thought you were
than
doing
use the
comedy. I've seen your comedy. You're not going to get STDs. Trust
No,
me.
no one.
No,
I
no,
ask
no.
in my show.
Yeah.
In my show, I say how many women are attracted to me, and no one has ever clapped. How many women are attracted to me? Actually, the only time a woman ever clapped, it wasn't even a woman. It was during the family show in Carnival. A 12-year-old girl clapped, and I was like, no,
Nice.
not you, not you.
Nice. Perfect.
No, I was not you.
Yeah.
Sometimes the men know.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's,
Well, now
it's
here
funny
is
how
the-
many. It's funny how many questions we get about people who think old people don't have sex
Or shouldn't have sex.
or shouldn't have sex. Like, that's really judgy.
Yeah.
It
that's
is.
Yeah.
It is.
Uncool,
Public sex, maybe.
discriminating.
Maybe you gotta call that. Maybe you shouldn't have public sex, but I don't know.
That's judgy too. What are you saying? No body shaming old people.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about
Be
that.
proud of your old body.
Damn right. That's why I water the lawn naked.
Could you do
There
that,
go.
Donna?
He is
Could you do that if you were on the nude cruise?
Yeah, we talked about the nude cruise.
We
That's
talked about
the
the
nude
nude
that's
cruise
the nude one behind me
before.
right there. That's the
Yeah,
nude
and I
one.
think
Yeah.
you were a little judgy on what the people looked like, and
That's more about body fluids and things.
Yeah, that's some serious.
yeah.
That's
not
Oh, God,
hygienic.
no, I hope no
visuals.
fluids. Okay.
That
That's
is about,
okay.
like,
Yeah, that's all about
foods.
hygiene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, wow.
That's a little too close to certain areas that are touching things that I may be touching.
Yeah, there was some social distancing going on for me on the nude cruise. And there was long before the pandemic. Hey, look, this one is almost on the same vein. When do men reach the age of sexual dysfunction? Because I need to be prepared. So is this the wife or the husband?
It says when do men read? Yeah. Who needs to be prepared?
When do men reach the age of sexual dysfunction? Because I need to be prepared. Is this the wife? The handwriting's really good, so I'm guessing it's the wife.
I think, and even that, I think it depends on the guy. Like,
Yeah, it could
their
happen.
in your
hormones
health.
and
Yeah, not
fitness.
everybody even has any sexual dysfunction if they're talking
Not
about that.
every single guy
Not every guy does.
goes
Yeah.
through that.
Well, there
And
is
some
a
guys
point.
go through it very early. Some guys go through it very late. Some guys don't go through it at all.
Yeah,
You
it's
can't
if
prepare
you're a
for that.
smoker, if you
Yeah.
drink or do drugs, if you
Yeah.
are stress-related issues, heart issues, diabetes issues, like
Mhm.
all those are factors. So if you have none of those and you're totally fit and healthy and your mental health is good, you may not go through that.
Well,
Yeah.
but there is like my dad has always discussed with me his health through his whole life for me to know what's genetically probably more likely for me. And he has talked about sexual health. But at 86, you'd need some help. You know what I mean? There's a point when it ain't happening no more.
Yeah, when
I don't even know if that's every single guy.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think it's every
it is.
single guy.
If you can't walk, that's good. You're going to have to. That's probably going to lead to that.
If you're
if you
dead,
can't do normal things, then sex is probably. If you're worried more about actually, getting to the bathroom, then sex is probably going to take a back seat to making sure you get to the toilet on time. When you get everything changes when you get older. Everything gets harder when you get older, but
Not
except for one
necessarily.
thing.
Yeah.
Except for one thing. That doesn't
But
get harder.
I would also say you don't have to be prepared, but you can be prepared to watch what's going on. And when something start happening, to then take steps that need to be taken.
Yeah, like get a divorce lawyer and look for someone younger.
That's right.
Right.
Look for somebody who doesn't need the Viagra.
Oh my!
A little bit more virile. Right. Yeah.
You know what? And that was like, I was just going to say the exact opposite, obviously.
Really?
And if it does become challenging, take responsibility and go get help to fix it. Don't pretend. Don't blame it on the female. Like if it's something that needs some help, get the freaking help.
Did you say get the freaking help?
Did you say frickin'?
Did you say freaking?
Or did you say the word? Oh, okay. All right. I thought
her microphone's messed up today.
She's on her phone. She doesn't have a computer.
Yeah, no, it just sounds bad when she. Yeah.
Because they're broke.
Although if she would have said the word, it would have been very, very appropriate.
Yes, so appropriate.
It would have been technically the right phrasing.
The right phrasing.
Yes.
So she did. Look, Elena says. She did. You said
she did. She said it. Yeah. Okay. Good. Let's run it back, shall we? Let's see if the FCC is on this.
I don't know if I know how to run it back. Yes, the FCC
on the
internet.
Say that word. I don't.
She doesn't say that word.
You don't say the bad word.
No.
So now, as far as things go, my dad told me that Viagra stops working after a while. Like after
6 hours later.
No. Like after a certain number of years, for some reason. The potency of it is
your body gets used to it. That happens with almost all medicines. After a while, your body just gets used to it.
Well,
the heroin is starting to wane.
Yeah, that heroin isn't working out as well.
The heroin's starting to wane on me. I keep having to take more.
That's so not funny. That is not good. Yeah,
that's not funny.
That is so not funny.
Now
we got clickies on the show today. Where are the clickies coming from?
Donna's
got her phone.
She's on her phone causing a problem. So I will say this about all this though. There is a point where you're on a tipping point. Not that we're having that big a problem, but we're getting older. When do you step into the next level? When do you get the Viagra? When do you decide to try this? When do you, is it when is that point actually?
When it stops working. I mean,
it's working. Is it working?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Is it working? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
once it starts going down, wink, wink, then you might want to think about picking it up. Double wink on this side. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm thinking if you get to where it's 50-50.
Yeah.
If it's like 80-20 and every so often it's not so great or whatever, okay, fine. But if it gets to be 50-50 or 60-40 where it's more not working than working, then I'm saying you need to work and look at something there.
Good percentage. I think Donna has 2 chipmunks eating nuts or something.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know what it is.
Squirrels are talking to each other.
Yeah.
Now, on a whole different note, that is the most annoying sound.
I don't know what to tell you.
Hit the mute button, Donna. Can you mute it? Does that make any difference?
Yeah, sign language, everything.
Yeah, do the. Oh, it's obviously Donna. It's Donna.
Yeah, it's Donna.
It's
You can
Donna. It's
unmute.
Donna's fault.
You can
Yeah.
unmute.
Okay, you can unmute now, Donna. But at least we know it's you. We just want to blame somebody. That's all. So
Here is. Yep, it's right back.
it's right back.
Right back. Okay. Here's a very interesting question that I would not be able to be married to someone who didn't do this. Do you believe in sharing meals, eating off each other's plates?
Boy, there's a hot button, a hot topic there. That's one of those things. A lot of people get very angry about that. My wife and I live our lives that way. We order 2 things at a restaurant, eat half and switch, and we do that all the time. So yeah, that's not a thing with that's like almost a requirement in our family that we eat off each other's plates. So yeah. How come everybody's seized up except me? Am I the only one that didn't seize up?
No, I'm not seized up.
Okay.
No, Donna's seized up and I'm not. So, well, then I'll just take this as we look at Donna looking pensive with her hand behind her head. So I will say this. I would not be able to stand it if, just like anything else as a married couple, we are one. I've dated people and they were like, if you can never look at my, I was like, then we're not dating anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can have mine. I can have yours. We're not doing it anymore. And my wife and I now, we only order one thing. We don't, and we share it. We don't,
Yeah.
We're
Right.
not ordering 2 things because we can't eat 2 things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and we'll drag it over and I'll say, what's that? And at my house, we're all eating, hey, give me part of that. My dad
Well,
is
that way
out of the
too.
trash.
Some people think that is really, number 1, rude, number 2, unsanitary, and number 3, inconsiderate, which is the same as rude.
My dad and mom were in the restaurant business. I've seen my dad eat out of the trash trying to figure out why somebody didn't eat a steak. What was wrong with that steak? Your dad
he needs some help, I think.
No.
And
he wants to know. He wants to know what was
therapy.
wrong, and he wants to figure out if they're ordering the wrong meat, if there's stuff like that. And
yeah.
So we have never had that problem. But I wonder but Donna's not here to tell us. The point is, are there couples that fight about this?
Yeah, I wonder if that is a thing. Donna would be the one to answer that because she talks to far more couples than we do. But I do know some people who
He talks to far more people than we do.
Yeah,
about this.
Yeah, that's her job, is to talk to people. My job is to talk at people.
Yes, talk at people in their face.
Yes,
and
directly in their face. What they need. Tell them what I think of them.
It's what I think of them and what they believe. So
right. But there are people who really don't like that. I know a couple that just don't. They're like, you don't share my food. This is my food. I ordered this. This is for me. This is what I wanted. And get your hand off. I'm going to stab you with my fork if you try and pick another French fry off my plate. Man, I don't know. Our family's just like, what do you eat? Can I try that? In fact, there's most of the time we're at a restaurant, my wife will take the first bite, and then the second bite, she'll jam in my face across the table. She'll be like, oh, try that. That's just how we are.
Yeah.
So
if you're married to somebody, you're going to have your tongue in their mouth at some point. What the hell? Do you have a problem?
Yeah, right. What's up with that? I don't get it.
Wait, until Donna comes back, I want to do a commercial. And here it is. I'm adding to the stream right now. Hey, next week, July 16th and 17th, anybody in Chicago, Aurora, Illinois, Patty Vasquez from WGN, Patty Vasquez, one of the greatest comics in the world, and I will be at the Comedy Shrine, damn it. And I'm going to put $1,000 into this show so everybody knows it. Come see Patty and I at the Shrine, Comedy Shrine in Aurora, Illinois. Go to ComedyShrine.com and get your tickets now because they're not going to last. And Joe will be on a ship. So, hey, Donna's back. Let's see if she works. All right. Are you back?
Yes. Hey, Donna, good to see you again.
I think it's still staticky, but we'll see.
Okay.
It's a little jumpy there.
It's a little jumpy. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Set it down and get away from it.
Hey, Donna, here's an idea. If are you using your phone still?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Turn all the other apps off. That would be a good idea. Get all the other apps, make sure that they're off and
don't do anything. Stop.
Oh boy, that was working.
Oh,
I should have shut up right there. Gosh darn it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Donna.
Good. Yeah. Okay.
Donna,
whatever you were doing was great, Donna.
Yeah. Turning all the other apps off. Wow.
No, don't turn all. Oh my God.
Maybe I shouldn't have told her to do that.
I have
Sorry.
a lot of apps.
Yeah.
I know. You probably got everything open. Like my wife, She has literally
Yeah.
screens open from January. I mean,
Yeah,
she'll have 400 or 500 screens open. Not like she's sideways. Okay, did you do it? Okay, Donna, here's what we wanted you to answer. And that is, do you have actually people come in marriage counseling and one of them can't stand the other one eating off their plate or touching their food or that kind of stuff that are married? She's muted herself.
She's muted herself.
You're muted yourself.
Gotta unmute yourself there, Donna.
Unmute. Donna, the first day online.
Okay.
This is so
I'm gonna hang this. All right. All right. So I just had this the other day where it was the dude complaining that every time he gets something to eat, his wife wants to taste it. And I was like, isn't that just normal behavior? And he's like, no, really, it's everything. Everything. If he's drinking something or tasting something, she's like, oh, can I have some? Okay, I can. And she doesn't like wait for an answer. She just goes to grab it.
Well, let me say this. If it's just a taste, I'm fine. But there are times in my life where there was like a dessert that I really wanted. And I said, honey, I really want this dessert. Do you want any dessert? No, I'm fine. I don't want dessert. Okay, because we're going to get 2 if you want some dessert. No, I'm good. Great. I get the dessert. She knocks out half of it.
Yeah.
That I have a problem with.
Yeah. That's
The
just
only
rude.
reason the only thing I do for dessert is I make someone else order it so that I can have a little bit.
That's right. Well, but that's fine.
I go, no, you gotta order dessert because I want to taste it.
But tasting it is fine. But if I've specifically said, I want this dessert, let's get 2 if you want. It doesn't matter how much. and then you eat half of it. But this hasn't happened in 10 years because we don't dessert much and I don't care now.
It only took you slapping her one time and then she's like,
okay, no, let's not say that. No, there's no.
Also,
better not.
It'd be not if you are going to share stuff or if you want something, just ask first. Or, I mean, don't just reach over and take it. Right? You want to go ahead and ask. Say, excuse me, can I eat half of your dessert, honey? That kind of thing. That's, be considerate. That's my point.
We have an understanding. We have an understanding as we're, whenever we go out to eat, everybody is expected to share their food. Like, don't even come out to eat with me if you're not going to share your food.
That's right. Well, I think in the last at least 8 or 9 years, we have only ordered dessert for the table. If dessert is ordered, it is for the table. That's just all there is to it. But there has been these times when I'm like, ooh, I want that. Do you want one? Because I'm eating all of that. She'll say no. And then she'll be like,
right.
I do want
We got it.
Now
we got it. Yeah.
Okay. So that leads us to the quiz. Is my husband selfish?
Oh,
I know.
Yes.
So,
it's just yes. It's
the answer is
yes. Really?
Question
Is that how it's going to be, Donna? You're going to be
is he selfish? Yes. Question 2, is he selfish? Yes. Question 3, is he selfish? Yes. Okay. So one would think husbands are rare. No, see now, one would think that it says one would think that selfish husbands are rare. No one thinks that. Who on the planet thinks that? Everyone knows every husband is selfish as hell. So,
that's definitely not true. Come on, let's take the quiz.
Okay. Number 1, who spends more when it comes to entertaining yourselves? What do you mean spends more? Money?
No.
I don't get that question.
Women more to entertain themselves than a guy does.
Well, yeah. Oh, who spends more when it comes to entertaining yourself? So you're not together.
Right.
You're entertaining yourself. Who at the end of the month has spent more money to entertain themselves?
Guys.
What do you consider entertainment?
Collections.
Right.
I've known those.
Guys will spend money on stupid things. 4-wheelers, jet skis. That's not women stuff. That's guy stuff.
Women won't spend money on technology to do a podcast. Women won't spend money on.
Wow. She just
wow,
failed
man!
on you.
Wow, we offended her, didn't we?
That was the perfect response right there. Well done, Donna.
Perfect response. I'm out. Screw you.
This is
Mister.
perfect. This is
That was
going
perfect.
so well today. Yes. So
Now I would say though that as far as entertaining themselves, I think my wife spends a little more because she just likes to shop. I mean, she likes.
I
she likes
guess a couple of things on that question. Number one, define entertaining, and number two, define yourselves. So I have a feeling that as we go through this, it's going to be another one of those things that was written by somebody from Belarus or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll find out. Yeah.
Donna, we thought it was over. You left right when I.
Yeah, we thought you were
I'll
it's
keep
funny as hell,
trying.
Donna.
I'm going
Funny
to
as
keep
hell.
trying, so don't count me out yet.
Now
Okay.
I don't buy any of those big things like you said, and my wife likes to shop, but she does very good. She likes only cheap clothes, so that's nice. Okay. Who buys the most gifts between the two of you? I buy 0 gifts. I'm not buying a damn gift.
We're not gift givers. We don't give gifts to each other a lot.
That's usually the woman buying gifts for you to give to people.
I have said this 1,000 times. I can't wait to see what we got you. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, why don't you take over one of these days and you do all the gift buying and let the woman take a break?
Well, first of all, I do some because she's like, you get for those people because I don't know what to do. And I do. But for the most part, she's going to not like what I got, or if I get it, and then I'm going to have to take it back, and then she's going to get something else.
I'd say she, in that answer in my family, she does buy more. She does buy the gift. She thinks that through more than I do, obviously. So,
and she likes to shop more than I do. So
Yeah.
she enjoys buying things, and I don't.
Yeah.
So who plays with the kids the most? Now,
well, that was me. I always played with the kids the most, and I think that has nothing to do with me being a good dad. It's just that I'm really immature.
yeah.
How would it be an "Are you selfish?" question?
I'm sorry, Donna. We
You
still
might
can't
if
understand
you
that
play
damn
with
thing
them
you're saying.
more,
What?
Like, are you selfish if you play with them more?
No,
or
you're
if you play
selfish
with
if
less?
you are only about yourself.
Right,
And you don't
and you
pay
let
attention to the kids.
your wife take care of it. So
You don't do
yeah.
anything with the kids.
Or the
You're like,
maid.
"Oh." Yeah.
So-
or the maid or somebody
Yeah.
else.
I don't know.
I'd rather play with the maid than the kids, but we never
Yeah.
had a maid. So.
Yes. The nanny. She and
Yeah.
I.
Yeah.
I'm not
Au
selfish
pair.
with the
The
nanny.
au pair. Ding,
Yes.
ding, ding. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, we're done. I'm sorry.
Wow. I will say this. I'm good at playing with the kids because I am like Joe. I'm very immature.
Yeah.
I make up a lot of silly games. But
Yeah.
once they hit 13, 14, then and 15, especially when it's a girl, my wife takes over because they have a lot more in common now. Because they're not interested in the silly stuff I like, the silly stuff little kids like. They're
Right.
interested in talking, and I
Yeah.
can talk.
I have a better, I guess you should say, recreational relationship with the kids. They know that if they want to talk about, pop culture, games, or stuff like that, I'll be the one. So,
Yeah.
okay.
And now that my daughter's like 19, she doesn't want to hear from me at all. She just
Right.
wants me
Yeah,
to
you're
do-
done. We're done with all
My
that.
wife's they're talking. She's like, oh my God,
Yeah.
my God, you're so wrong. Okay. Do you share the chores around the house? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Silly. That's a silly question.
Absolutely.
Do you share goals together?
What are goals again?
What are goals? I don't know. What are goals? Yes. Your future. Why is that selfish or not selfish? Why are goals
No,
selfish?
I think it would be like if you don't have team goals, then you're being
Yeah.
really selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
If
have
your
my own
are
goals.
only-
I have my own goals, and she doesn't need to know about them. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So
So much quieter when she leaves.
it's so much quieter when she leaves. Donna is such a problem.
Oh my
So,
God.
yeah,
Yeah.
my goals are I want to get this stuff and not let you know that I got that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And so yes. So
Do you share goals together? Only when we play on the same soccer team.
that's right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Quidditch. When we play Quidditch.
Share goals.
Do
Okay,
you get
next.
blamed for whatever goes wrong in the house? Who's you?
This is where do you get these? All
I
right,
get
this
them from
is
the worst places in the world.
this is obvious. The answer to this one is yes. And the reason for that is because I am to blame.
Yeah, because I did it. Then
Yep.
I am to blame. Do you get
Yep.
blamed, Donna, when things go wrong around the house?
Yep.
Now, I will say this. I used to get blamed a lot more immediately, even if I wasn't to blame. And
Yeah.
that doesn't happen as much anymore. We don't blame anybody anymore.
Yeah.
Because there's
Yeah.
no point
I
in
don't.
it.
That's something like that. I tell my husband, like, you can note something without blaming somebody.
That's right.
Like
Why?
if something's broken, you can go, "Oh, this is broken." You don't have to go,
yeah.
"Oh, this is broken. Who did it?"
I
You
think
did
it's
it. They did
crazy.
it.
We have become, that's our whole society now, though. That's at least our political sphere is everybody. Not only do we say, whenever we see something wrong, rather than try and fix it, we have to find out who did it and blame them so
Yeah.
that we can point our finger at other people. What's happened? That's what's happened to us as a society. Thank you very much, all you news shows that try and poison us.
I think it's
I
always
think
been that way.
It's an insecurity issue. I think it's from insecurity because it's like kind of empowering to be above somebody.
Yeah.
And so we have an urge to blame, to give ourselves an ego boost.
Yeah.
But it's obviously not a healthy thing. So really, we don't have to blame at all. Just fix whatever.
Just do it. Just fix it. You know, by the way, I just realized on the next two particular questions, this obviously is a quiz for the wife, right? Obviously. So I haven't even been thinking about answering this from her point of view because I'm not very bright.
I still want to know what the hell's going on.
I swear you have
Bonnie's house.
chipmunks on your phone.
I swear you're crushing walnuts at your house.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
understand this.
I don't know what to tell you. I have to run
Somebody is chewing the bones of a squirrel as we're sitting here. It's crazy. It's great. Okay, we're gonna be done here. Okay. By the way, how many times does your husband call you every day? Just when I'm wondering where she is and what time she's coming home. I mean, how much time do you have to call him? How many times do you call your husband?
I call, for whatever it's worth, I call my wife fairly frequently. She never calls me. And I mean, never. The only time I think she's ever called me was when my daughter was in a car accident.
Does she text you?
Only time. She never calls me, ever.
Does she text you?
Rarely.
That's so funny because
she just doesn't really give a damn what I do or where I am or check in on me at all
for a month and
she doesn't give it. No, seriously, she never calls. She doesn't care at all. Yeah. So
we're gonna let Donna listen from the sidelines right now.
Yeah, it's so much more peaceful.
Donna, you can listen from the sidelines.
Yeah. Go ahead and give us your private chat, Donna.
Chat privately to us.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Answer the question, what does your husband complain about the most? And I think in Donna's world, it is that she's chewing nuts while she's talking.
It's her lack of technical expertise. That is really what I complain the most.
That she can't have a computer and does that.
Yeah, she can't just do the simple things. Yeah.
Actually, look at the ones in the thing, though. It says, what does your husband complain about the most? Money, your cooking, your lack of ambition, or your snoring?
Those are the oddest things.
Let's bring Donna in. Donna, which one of those do you do? Money? What's he complaining about?
What he complains about or what I complain about?
What he complains about.
What does your husband complain about the most? About you? About money because you're spending too much? About your cooking because it's bad? That you have a lack of ambition? Or that you're snoring?
Guys, like, this is me. None of those.
Okay.
I don't think he has anything to complain about, really.
Oh, see, that's perfect. That's good. That's a good husband right there. I don't complain about my wife at all in any way. There's nothing.
I highly suggest you don't complain.
Yes.
If you want to stay married.
My wife complains. Let's see if that stops it for now. My wife complains about the snoring when I'm on my back. That's what I get the most of. And that is it. Because I've never had any ambition, so why would you complain about it after 30 years?
I was going to say that's not an issue in our house.
I'm a good cook and I'm good with money, so she can't complain about those. And then who spends the most money in your couple? Let's go to Donna and her horrible microphone first.
That would be me. Ding 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 ding. I win.
You win. You spend the most money on what?
Entertaining him.
Entertaining him. Well, and the grandkids and the kids and that kind of stuff.
I'm one for the more the merrier, so we can't go out to eat for like under $300.
That's right.
And I love to go out to eat, so I'm always buying presents for the grandkids. So it's me.
Yeah,
it's you.
Yeah. Well, obviously, next week we have to take the selfish wife quiz. I think would be the perfect.
Yes.
You know,
Well, Joe, who
this.
spends the most money in your house?
Neither one of us, because we have none. So I don't know. I don't spend a lot of money. I'm not a big gift guy. I'm not a big. We do go out to eat. That's about our only big expense, and we do that together. So
we do that together, so it doesn't matter who's doing it.
Yeah,
And we spend $1 zillion doing that. And then it's always fun to see at the end of the month the credit cards where it has been like, oh, oh, this one's $4,000. Oh, hey, it's only $2,000 this month. Oh,
yeah,
hey,
right.
We made it for 1,500. I can't believe we got below 1,500. Donna says she's out. Okay, well, Joe, Donna's out.
Donna's out.
We're out. Everybody, yeah, Donna.
Hey,
well,
everybody!
Donna.
If you want to send Donna a cord so that she can hook up her computer next
She's got to
time,
get her computer fixed. Is that
Yeah.
her computer's out, so she's using her dumb phone.
Yeah.
So I hope she doesn't have to do a TV show in the next half hour. So
that would
all right.
suck.
Well, this has been 1,000 Marriage Questions. Joe is getting on what ship?
I'm going to be on the Carnival Vista, and then I'll be on the Carnival Breeze. Hopefully.
Wow. Those
Yes.
are you're getting all the work. I'm getting nothing. I can't believe it. So Joe is going to send me money. All right,
Yeah,
everybody.
that's how
Thank
that
you.
works.
We'll see Donna. You'll be gone next week, right?
Yep.
All right.
Actually, I won't be. I won't be gone until Friday or
okay.
Saturday. I may be able to do the show next week. I will be
Okay.
prepping for this, though.
We'll be here. We're going to get Donna worked out. Okay. Bye,
Okay,
everybody.
good. Yeah.
Thanks.